The most expensive bridge in Africa cost $726 million. Discover the Maputo Katembe Bridge. Hello Explorers! Welcome to another informative video presented to you by The Explorer, and thanks for watching. The achievements of African countries in infrastructure domain have been a race to breaking records and promotion of economic, social and connectivity new grounds. Mozambique in Africa's southern cape has not stayed behind on the race to constructing record-breaking projects, and its most recent conquest has constructed the most expensive bridge in Africa, the Maputo Katembe Bridge. The Maputo Katembe Bridge is a suspension bridge across Maputo Bay in southern Mozambique. The bridge connects the Mozambican capital Maputo on the northern bank with its disjunct suburb of Katembe on the southern bank. Construction work began in 2014, and though launching was initially set for Independence Day, 25th of June 2018, the bridge was officially inaugurated by the President of the country on 10th November 2018. The construction work was carried out by the Chinese China Road and Bridge Corporation. A large part of the project was financed by loans from the Chinese Exim Bank. The bridge is the longest suspension bridge on the African continent, replacing the Matadi Beach, completed in 1983 in the Democratic Republic of Congo, for this distinction. As intriguing as the merits are, the realization of this project was no day's job, just like any other major project. Hence, in this video we shall dig deep into the real factors of enhancement as well as the obstruction of the Maputo Katembe Bridge. First, if you're new here, welcome. Please be sure to subscribe and turn notifications so you don't miss any of our videos. Foundation of the project. The idea of a bridge over the Bay of Maputo, analogous to 25 Abril Bridge over the Tagus in Lisbon, had already been planned for many years. In 1989, the World Bank financed the urbanization plan for Maputo, which included the construction of a bridge. It was only thanks to the end of the Civil War, the numerous investments in the course of the gas and oil boom, and the associated strong economic upturn in Mozambique that the Mozambican government was able to tackle the project. Hence, the government opened an expression of interest procedure in November 2008. Following a visit by the then Portuguese Prime Minister, José Sócrates, in 2010, financing by the Portuguese state was originally planned. However, due to the country's massive financial and budgetary crisis, the commitment could not be fulfilled. After a visit by the Mozambican President Armando Guebuza to the People's Republic of China in August 2011, both countries agreed on financing of the project by China. The construction work was commissioned by the state-owned development company Maputo Sol, which is also responsible for the construction of the ring road. The project was implemented by the EDMS, a government body set up to develop a number of key infrastructure projects centered around the city of Maputo. China Roads and Bridges Corporation, CRBC, was appointed by EDMS as the project's EPC contractor, whilst the German consultancy firm Gulf Engineering was responsible for the design evaluation, construction supervision, and quality control of the project, and COE was appointed as the project's technical advisor. The first preparatory construction work began in June 2014, and after some delays, especially in the resettlement of residents in the Maputo neighborhood of Malanga, the bridge was inaugurated on 15th of November 2018. Description of the construction. The 4-lane suspension bridge is 3,041 meters long and crosses the bay at a height of 60 meters. The northern viaduct or 4-lane bridge is 1,097 meters long, approximately S-shaped, and is connected to the Praça 16, the Junho roundabout, which is also connected to the EN1, EN2 and EN4 highways in the Maputo neighborhood of Malanga. The southern viaduct is 1,264 meters long and consists of precast elements and is directly connected to the road to Ponta de Ouro. Originally, pylons were also planned in the bay itself, but they were removed after a change of plan so as not to unnecessarily obstruct shipping traffic. A span of 680 meters is bridged without pillars between the two pylons located on the banks, which makes the bridge largest of its kind in Africa. The main supporting cables are each connected to a solid anchor block via steel structures in the north and south. The extremely high loads of the structure required power foundations with diameters of 1.50 meters to 2.20 meters. The piles reach 110 meters deep into the clay stone, and fly ash is being used in the manufacture of concrete for the project, as the structure is expected to be durable for at least 100 years. The two pylons are 141 meters high, and at a height of about 40 meters, there is a crossbar for the roadway. The individual prefabricated steel elements for the carriageway are 25.60 meters wide and 12 meters long, which were fabricated in China and installed from a ship lying near the quay wall. The project also included the 129 kilometers extension of the road from Katembe to the border town of Ponta de Oro, and between Boan and Bella Vista, which is 63 kilometers, including bridges over the Maputo, Futsi and Umbeluzi rivers. After completing the bridge, extending the EN1 trunk road over the bridge to Ponta de Oro was possible. Cost of the project. The project, with its large scale, was expected to cost an estimated $726 million, of which 85%, or $681.6 million, will be financed by special loans from the Chinese Exim Bank. These have a term of 20 years at an interest rate of 4%. Another 10% amounting to about $72.5 million will be awarded on other terms through the Exim Bank, and 5% will be borne directly by the Mozambican state. This implies that almost 95% of the project's financing was handled by the Chinese Exim Bank, while the host country showed out only 5% of total cost. Merits of the project. This new road infrastructure will link the north to the south and the east to the west of the country, and create a connection with Swaziland and South Africa. It will also promote rapid development of the Katembe district because despite its proximity to the capital city of Maputo, the Katembe district has remained a largely undeveloped area. The construction of the bridge will bring out this region with untapped potential from its isolation. Spotting this tremendous opportunity, private companies in partnership with the government have developed a plan for the urbanization of the district. An estimated 15,000 to 20,000 people currently live in Katembe, and the transport takes between both shores either by car or passenger ferry or using main routes. With the completion of the bridge and the extension of the road to Ponta de Oro, a massive population growth of up to 400,000 inhabitants is forecasted for Katembe. The entire southern shore is also to be urbanized, according to the strategic plan for the urbanization of Katembe by the Engineering Office Better. Approximately 9,510,000 meters square, or 58.9% of the total area, are to be reserved for residential buildings. 3,270,000 meters square, or 20.3% of the area, are earmarked for the service sector, while 1,880,000 meters square, or 11.7%, for industry. Moreover, transport by road between Mozambique and South Africa will also be much efficient during peak seasons, such as Christmas and Easter, among others. Travel on the bridge takes roughly minutes compared to the traditional ferry service, which sometimes could take up to 1 hour. There are also reportedly plans by both private and public entities to develop the district of Katembe. Among these plans is the transfer of the country's Assembly of the Republic to Katembe and construction of parliament residencies for MPs. Moreover, there are embassies that have expressed interest to build their offices in Katembe, in addition to over 4,000 social housing units. Another group of people hailing the Maputo Bay Bridge is the Association of Maputo Taxi Drivers, Taxima, who say that the bridge will contribute to increased profits because Katembe is a tourism destination. The project, according to the contractor, has generated 3,788 jobs for the locals and provided skill training opportunities for thousands of local employees. Criticism. The high cost of building the bridge and the connected road to Boyne and Ponta de Oro have been massively criticized by Mozambican publicist Carlos Nuno Castel Branco. In his opinion, the bridge would have cost a seventh of the money if it were built in China. Former mayor of Maputo, Enéas Comish, also criticizes the high cost. Scientist Americo Matavel pointed out that Castel Branco did not take into account the cost of the connected roads in his invoices. According to analysis report by the Economist Intelligence Unit, an analysis company of the Economist Group, the interest rates of 4% on the loans of the Chinese Exim Bank are also relatively high, and the Mozambican government prefers these, although it has far more favorable financing options at its disposal. China has invested heavily in Mozambique's construction industry and built the country's parliament, several government ministries, and the national sports stadium, as well as major new roads. China has also loaned money for the construction of a railway to transport coal to the coast for export. Gas exploration ought to produce vast income for the government within a decade, but as is the case with several other African countries, there were no concerns over the sustainability of Mozambique's debt, as by the end of 2017, it owed more than $2 billion to China. Another criticism of the project comes from remunerations, as in early November 2014, numerous Mozambican workers went on strike for several days, complaining about poor working conditions, wrong contracts, and late salary payments. But given China has a long rap sheet for such issues with many other countries they have operated in, nobody was shocked by this. Furthermore, numerous families are affected by resettlements in the course of the construction project. The contractor Maputo Sul estimates the number of families to be relocated at 920, for which new 4-story houses with 2 to 4 room apartments are to be built as replacement. Resettlement began in 2015 and is still ongoing, and it seems the numbers might be in the thousands, not the 920 previously thought. Awards. The bridge has received worldwide attention and recognition in specialist circles. In addition to the Fulton Award of 2017 and 2019, the highest distinction for concrete structures in the southern states of Africa in June 2019 in New York was the bridge, as it also was awarded the Award of Merit of the Engineering News Record (ENR) in the category Global Best Projects. There you have it, explorers. That is the most expensive bridge in Africa, which cost $726 million. Thanks for watching this video, and if you did enjoy this video, do want to give it a thumbs up. Do not forget to subscribe and share with your friends.